Hoo-wee. Hey. We're just checking it out. Seeing how it's sounding. Let's see how it sounds. Hello. What's happening? Hey, family, is that Angelo? Is that Frank? What's going on, Angelo? What's happening, family? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for being. We have arrived in Puerto Morelos. Puerto Morelos, Mexico. Viva la Mexico. We have arrived. I just wanted to come on, just chime in, sign in, check in with the people, see what y'all been up to, see how y'all been. How is your life? How are you living? How is your giving? Grand risings to you. Wow, what time is it out there, Angelo? It's grand evenings over here. Grand risings to you. Hey, Nathan, what's happening? Bro, Nathan, you've been making any headway? You've been making any progress on your shaku? My family. Let me know, man. Have you gotten the note yet? You got the note? Did you get it? Let me know, family. Would love to know. Great day to you. Whatever time it is, wherever you are, the time is always now, and we are enjoying it. I didn't have any topic. I just wanted to sign in and just check in with the folks, check in with you, see how you are doing, see how things are in your neck of the woods, on your side of the world. What's happening, Nikita? Hey there. Miss Yogini, Nikita Jane. Nikita, I've been chanting the Saraswati the whole trip. The whole trip, Saraswati, over and over again. The other day we were going down to this place called Samara Beach, and I was just in the back of the car just chanting to myself internally, like you told me, increasing the power, using the fingers, keeping the power in the hands. Saraswati all the way. How's the psycho-cybernetics coming, Nikita? You enjoying it? Are you seeing any progress? What's happening in your world, in your neck of the woods? It's a beautiful time here in Puerto Morelos. Just wanted to chime in, check in with y'all, see how y'all were doing. But it's just giving you a little update on things. We touched down, we came to Costa Rica, we had a wonderful time, enjoyed it. About a good 2 weeks I think. Yeah. And now we're in Mexico. So, what happens next? We'll see. We'll see. What do they think of next? We'll see where we go from here, y'all. But it's been a wonderful time so far. Met so many beautiful people. Went to a water fasting center. Enjoyed that. And yeah. It's changing your life. The way of looking at the world, how imagining things and practicing helps you achieve everything. I love that. Yeah. Imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge, they say. Knowledge can take you from A to Z. Imagination can take you anywhere. I love it. How you do anything is how you do everything in life. That's so cool that you're finding a change, that you're discovering new things about yourself and about the way that you operate and maneuver in life. Yeah, Dr. Maxwell Maltz. Dr. Maxwell Maltz, plastic surgeon. Definitely. Hey there, amigo. Awesome, awesome. Great to hear that, Angelo. Great to hear that you're doing awesome, my friend. Haruka, what's happening? Konnichiwa, Haruka-san. Much love to you. I think I seen you the other day. You were on here with a few other folks. When's your next meditation, Haruka? When you doing that one? Would love to see if I can join. Haruka has awesome meditations. Nikita says, I've been practicing yoga in my head in the night and the day I practice with my body. It's a game changer. Oh, nice. So practicing in your head at night. Yeah, I remember practicing the whole Tai Chi routines in my head. Isn't that amazing? How you do it in your mind and it's like you can still feel the effects. I remember they used to do studies on people and they had brain scans where the person would actually be doing push-ups and then another person in the study group, a control group, would be thinking about doing push-ups. And both of them had the same brain activity awakened. The same areas in the neural net were sparking. And then they measured the muscle growth. And the people who just thought about doing push-ups had increased muscle growth at the end of the week. Isn't that amazing? You could just think about doing something. Like a person in a wheelchair, over and over, thinking about walking, just thinking about walking, and having a miraculous discovery when they stand on their feet, at the end of like maybe 3 months, just over and over, visualizing. Visualizing is key, holding the vision of where you see yourself to be. Like Helen Keller said, who was blind and deaf, while they were saying amongst themselves, it cannot be done, it was done. Like people with spine injuries, with images of people with correct posture and, people standing in that Superman pose. Slowly they start to uncurl, that spine unfurls and decompresses and they're able to stand upright just through visualization and imagination. It's incredible. Brother, hello my friend, I send you love. Energy of our inner child, yes, we are working with it. Oh, you were doing your meeting. Okay, I see, Haruka. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock over here. It's midnight. Haruka's next meditation is this weekend. 1 in the evening and 1 in the morning. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, we'll have to see if I can attend that. Love your meditations. So yeah, just checking in with you. Just chiming in with you. Seeing where you were at in the world. Seeing what was happening. And definitely we are enjoying this time. That's interesting, Haruka. I wonder why as well. I wonder why, Have you been getting out much? There's a saying, I think it's by Hippocrates. Um, if you're feeling down, go for a walk. If you're still feeling down, go for another walk. I like that. Sometimes when we get the body moving, the energy gets moving, you know? It's like a parallel in a way. When we feel stagnant, when we feel stuck, when we feel sad, when we feel encumbered, when we feel burdened, and we start moving that energy, then that energy gets moving, things start changing. So, yeah, exercise can do wonders. Getting those endorphins, those feel-good chemicals in the body, oxytocin, being able to hug somebody, being able to love on somebody, having somebody around you, good company, good conversation, that oxytocin. You also got your serotonin, your dopamine, but your serotonin is a good one, you know, like an achievement chemical, an accomplishment, doing things that really fulfill you in life, that give you life, and speaking life into your life as well. Hey there, Wild Balance. What's happening? What's going on? Hey, is that David? What's going on, brother? I just seen you. Hey, Jade. Is that you, Jade, or is that Henry? One of y'all on here. Yeah, David. I seen you, family. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, Haruka, okay. Living with your folks. I got you. Lucetta, is that family? My bro. What's going on? What's happening, fam? What's going on, brother? Mike E. What helps you to not have more addiction to food? Interesting. You know, it's something that for me took time, and it also took an amount of patience with myself to understand that many people don't see food as an addiction. You know, we see it as a necessity. We see it as something that we can't live without. So when you're talking about breaking free from an addiction that many people, widespread, don't even see as an addiction, it can be tough. You know, we're surrounded by food. Culturally, you can see it in every single holiday. Easter, you got the cookout, you know. New Year's, you got your cookout. Christmas, you got family coming over. You got the presents, the food. Thanksgiving, you got the food. Independence Day, you got the food. Labor Day, you got the food. Veterans Day, you got the whatever, you know. Then you're bombarded by all sorts of advertisements, billboards, marketing, advertising, marketing on TV, news, like everything is telling you eat, eat, eat. Then now you're on social media, you can't escape it. You know, people are putting up pictures of food. You got advertisements showing you food, restaurants, different places you haven't been to, different things you've never tasted. All sorts of wonderful goodies, right? When you're talking about an addiction, one of the things is like being honest with where you are, you know? I had to be honest with where I was and understand that I was eating food for a family. I was eating whole rotisserie chickens. I was eating 2-pound bags of hot wings. I was eating ramen noodles by the boatload. I was eating pastas and all sorts of stuff that I was just stuffing myself with. And it was never enough. I never had enough condiments. I never had enough spices. I never had enough seasoning. I never had enough dressing. I never had enough. And I didn't know that that was even an addiction. I never knew that, and I never put two and two together. I never connected my emotions, my feelings, my state of being for what I was consuming, what I was actually taking from a plate and putting into my body. I never connected the two for years, never made that correlation. So it started with me being aware and recognizing that there was an addiction, that there was something that I felt a void within myself that I needed something externally to please me, to satiate me, to feel satisfied, and to feel that feeling of fullness, which was all I was really looking for, was a feeling. And when you understand that it's just a feeling that you're looking for, you can find that feeling in something else other than food. What I did was I broke it down to energy. I said, okay, this is just energy. And it took me, it may not take you, but it took me going through a liquid journey, a solid food vacation that at first was for 3 months. I was only going to do 1 month. It ended up being 3 because I felt so good, had everything that I thought that I lacked, thought that it was gone from me, came back. And then it took me 2 weeks of going dry. Once I went 2 weeks without consuming anything, no water, no food, no nothing, that blew my mind. You're talking about years of thinking, oh, this is nutritional value. Oh, these are the minerals you need. Oh, what about these vitamins? Oh, what about your omega-3s? Oh, what about fish oil? Oh, what about this? What about that? What about this? How are you going to survive without protein? All of that stuff shattered, completely shattered. And I realized it all came down to energy. And that was my self-realization. And my testimony won't affect you as much as your own testimony. It might not take as much as it did for me to understand that I am the spirit inhabiting this body. I'm the energy powering this vessel. I'm not a body, I live in a body. The body is not me, it is mine. Your body is not you, it is yours. These things I discovered through going through those trials, and tribulations of letting go. And letting go to the point of surrender where I was willing to find out whatever happens will happen. And it was, I came to a point of such dissatisfaction with my life, such unfulfillment with where I was, that the only alternative was to try something drastic. They say drastic times lead to drastic measures, right? Drastic measures. That was a drastic measure for me. But luckily I had, mentors and people to look up to who had been living like this for years. So it didn't seem like that much to me. But once my body went through that detox, all those cravings, those addictions, that feeling of needing, that started to fall away. And then more things came into the body once the body made room for more things. So there were a lot of cravings and a lot of things going on whenever I wasn't giving myself even a break to be able to process the food that was already in my body. You're talking after 2 weeks of not eating anything solid, I was still having bowel movements. So what does that tell you about the capacity we have for storage, So it's through no fault of our own. We just don't understand the body like on that level. And I had to admit to myself, I don't know anything about the body. I don't know anything about what hunger is. The sensation of hunger that I thought this rumbling in my stomach was hunger. I found out, no, that's not hunger. I'm not hungry because my stomach is rumbling. Oh, I need to go eat something. Oh, I'm feeling faint. I'm feeling tired. I need to go eat something. Oh, I'm feeling a lack of energy. I need to go eat something. All those signals were just symptoms, right? Symptoms of something that I had no understanding of. But when I started to trust my body, I started to realize that the body actually has its own intelligence. It knows what to do. We often get in the way of a natural process. So when you're kind of getting yourself off, when you're weaning yourself off of these things, it can be cool to go into liquids and go into gradually, start to do things to fast your way into other levels. But honestly, it was just a natural process. The liquids weren't really detoxing me. They just weren't getting in the way of the body's natural ability to detox itself. The body can do all this stuff by itself. It doesn't need our help, It's just that certain things don't get in the way of the natural process. So to answer your question, understand that these things take time. It took time to get wherever you are in your journey, in your path, in your process. It took time to get there. That was its own process. So wherever you're going, that's going to be a whole nother process, From the womb, from the time that we exit the womb, we are given food, we're fed, we're consuming, we're taking in, And we just got to understand it's years of this stuff. It's years and years and years of buildup. Years, for me, it was years of negligence, years of not knowing, years of not understanding that there could be another way. So forgive yourself for not knowing. Love yourself where you are right now. Hold the vision of where you see yourself to be, and understand that you are where you are for a reason, and that, you know, whatever you believe, you will receive and you will achieve. So continue to hold that in your mind. Whatever lifestyle that you want to have, or whatever feeling state that you want to have, understand it's just a feeling. And for me, it was just energy. And I said, okay, so I don't have to get my energy from here. I can actually get my energy from over there. And then my body started to understand, oh, we don't have to get our energy from over here. We can get our energy from over there. And then my mind understood, okay, I really don't have to get my energy from here. I can actually get my energy. So once you really once all the cells in the body, which are under your government meaning mind control, all the cells in your body are listening to everything that you say, everything that you think, everything that you absorb through all of the gates we're consuming, not just through our mouths. We're consuming through our eyes, through our ears, through the words that you speak. You are listening all the time. All the cells are vibrating, right? So speak life. Speak the way that you want to see the world. Speak the way that you want to see yourself. And you'll start to gradually go there automatically. Like Nikita's been reading about psycho-cybernetics, there's an auto mechanism. I truly believe in the power of the subconscious mind, and that it never loses. It always wins. It always says yes, just like the universe. Ask and you shall receive. Ask and it is given, right? Like the genie in the lamp. Your subconscious mind is the genie in the lamp. You're always rubbing it, asking for more wishes. Every time you say you don't want something, that's what you're focused on. So that's what you get. Every time you say you want something, that's what you're focused on, right? So focus no attention on what you don't want. Focus all attention on what you're seeing yourself to be. And the self-image, the way you see yourself in the mirror. Not how the world sees you, but how you see you is most important. It's like a thermostat, Don't be a thermometer affected by everything around you. Be a thermostat. You affect the temperature. You control that thermostat, right? So when things happen to you, when you feel like those sensations are coming, when you feel those cravings coming on, take a breath. I remember when I discovered from that app, Oak Meditation. It was an Oak Meditation app for breathing, and also Insight Timer as well. Even just 5 minutes of breath work. I've been in the store, my brother. I've been in the store about to check out, right? Got all these things in my hand, all these things that I know that when I eat this or when I consume this or drink this, whatever, it's not going to do me any good. I know I'm just going to feel the same way I felt the other day, and it's going to be waiting on me, right? So I just set it down on the counter and I just breathe for 5 minutes. Do you know after 5 minutes of conscious breath work, I walk right out of the store with nothing. I didn't need anything. All I was really looking for was the breath I wasn't taking. It's like there's a saying, the more you breathe, the less you need. So all I'm doing is just standing there. I'm just... for 5 minutes, right? After 5 minutes, I walk out the store. I'm full. I'm satiated. My body says we're good to go. We're online. Everything's clear. And I'm like, what was I here for? Why did I even go in that grocery store? What was I even there for? But when I wasn't breathing, I'm walking down aisle 8, aisle 9, aisle 7, aisle 10. I'm going to get this. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab this because I need it, right? But all I needed really was that breath that I wasn't taking. All I needed was that energy that I wasn't generating for myself. And you can generate energy in so many different ways. You are a limitless being. There is no boundaries, right? You are a boundless being, no limitation. Your only limitation is your own imagination. How far you can see is like Mufasa told Simba, as far as the eye can see, right? Everything is you, right? So when you understand that you are everything and everything is you, you are the energy powering this vessel, you are the spirit inhabiting this body, then there are no limits and there's nothing that you cannot do. The word impossible itself says, I'm possible. While they were saying amongst themselves, it cannot be done, it was done. I love these quotations because we call them cliches because at their core, they're actually universal truths. You know? When they talk about the body, all you need is within. Everything you need is inside. Like, you have all that you need. All this stuff. Like, we get tired of these things because they're real. They're for real. Like, we're speaking truth, but we don't believe it. So how much do you actually believe and receive that your body can do these things on its own? How much do you believe and receive that you have all that you need within you now? All that you need is within you now. All that you need is within you now. Do you truly believe that? Because there was so much in my life, I'd say at least 28 years of my life, I didn't believe that all I needed was within me. I thought I needed something externally to complete me, and I realize now that I am complete, but I am not finished. You are complete, but you are not finished. You are whole, but there's still work to be done. So we're always tempering, always tampering, always working, always in progression. We've never really arrived. And that's the beauty that I find. It's fascinating to me that there's no limit to what we can learn. There's no limit to what we can do, what we can achieve and accomplish. And that as soon as you climb that mountain, whatever that peak or that mountain, the summit, once you get there, whatever it is in your life, you find yourself looking up and you see that you can see farther now. Now you're seeing so much farther than you did before. You're like, wow, I can see my own house from here. But then guess what? You look up and guess what you see? Another mountain. Another mountain, right? So your reward for completing your last challenge is your next challenge. And it keeps going. You keep growing. You keep flowing. You keep glowing. So keep going, my friend. You got this. Haruka, yeah, with just breath work. Haruka's asking with just breath work. I was fighting cravings yesterday. I did give in a bit. Hola. Hola, mi amigas. Our friends are here. I was fighting cravings just yesterday. I did give in a bit, but for the first time, I really spoke to myself and said, we're not hungry, we're sad. We'll definitely try breathing next time. Wow, powerful. Powerful, my friend. Of course. Yeah, when you do a reframe just like that, just like how they said they did that reframe. Shout out to here, and everywhere. Shout out to you. You just reframe it, you know? The sensations that we feel don't have to be what we think. They can be what they are. And you can attribute whatever words or connotations you want on any sensation, you know? You can say, you know what? There's a feeling within me, but this is not necessarily a hunger feeling. Maybe this is something, you know, that I don't even know about. Maybe this is, for me, it was toxicity moving in the body. And I thought that it was hunger. I thought, oh, I need to eat something. Oh, it's gurgling. Oh my gosh. You know, I must be hungry. But that wasn't my body telling me, oh, it's hungry, it needs more. It was actually sending another sensation. So attributing different traits and characteristics to the things that we defined or the things for years that we've defined as something, you can always reframe it and change it. It doesn't have to be necessarily what you used to think it was. And when you kind of change what you think in your mind, you change what you think, what you feel in your body, because the body's going to receive it. The body's going to follow the mind. What an intelligent and funny, wise, much love, much love. Rocking the lambs. Yeah, this is one of those, the Wi-Fi blocker, EMF blocker. That's what they call them. I love these beanies. Hey there, Melissa. Appreciate you. Are you still in Mexico? We're in Puerto Morelos. Puerto Morelos, Mexico. Viva la Mexico. Awesome, awesome. Well, much love to you, Haruka, Nikita, Soumya, thank you for joining. David, thank you for joining. Hey, Pablo, much love. Roderick, much love. Angelo, thank you. Hey, Algie, much love to you. Liam, thank you for being. Hey there, Nicholas, wonderful being, and I appreciate you. Shout out to the Breath Currency as well. We were just coming on just real quick to chime in and sign in and see how everybody's been doing and just enjoying this time here. So much love to you. Take care, and we'll catch you again very soon. Thank you for the question, by the way, Pablo. Appreciate that question. And we'll catch you again very, very soon, my friends. Take care. Much love.